All right, today we're going to look at what people are actually building with OpenClaw in 2026. You expect some clever automations. Maybe a few people are replacing their init-in workflows, but what you actually find is their entire systems running businesses, lead generation pipelines, content production pipelines, operating systems. Some of them are running 24 hours a day. And this should completely change what you think about one person being able to build with AI. There are two types of OpenClaw users. Right now there's a massive gap. Most people install it, test it out, maybe they automate a small task, then they move on. But there are a small group of builders doing something completely different. They are treating it like an operating system for their business. Instead of just one automation, they're building a system of agents that run autonomously. And now we're going to look at some examples. So let me go off camera and we're going to take a look at those examples. All right. Calendar and inbox automation. One builder set up an OpenClaw agent that manages his entire calendar. Every task gets scored by urgency. The system automatically time blocks his day, and if priorities change, the schedule adjusts automatically. That user is Dan Pigwin. You can see he's talking. This is what my OpenClaw does for me. Time blocks task in my calendar, scores task importance, leads me through a weekly review based on the transcripts from meetings and notes, gives a morning daily brief, notifies my wife and our son about upcoming school tests, researches big projects, breaks them down into tasks, researches people before meetings and creates briefing docs, tracks trending topics on X to spot content opportunities, spawns background sub-agents to research business ideas when I say idea, manages the calendar, creates invoices, and summarize work beautifully. Soon, he's going to add work to optimize his investment portfolio, track expenses, and call service providers and handle bureaucracy over the phone. All right. So another user automated their inbox workflow and reduced a 2-hour morning email routine to about 25 minutes. That's almost 400 hours saved per week. This is Scott Talinsky. So he's had OpenClaw reorganize his NAS, create personalized custom mediations, started work on to-dos, cataloging meals and recipes, all this stuff. This is the guy that saved 400 hours a week. This is Zeno Roca. You can find his article right here, Email Automation for OpenClaw. I believe it saved like 390 hours a week, but he gives you the whole setup. And this is the thing. Everybody's discussing this right now. You can find the blueprint for how to set this up. Everybody is talking about it openly and freely. Autonomous lead generation. Finding companies, scraping contacts, qualifying leads, writing outreach. So in this thread, they're talking about autonomous lead generation. So a builder here replaced his entire lead generation workflow with a single OpenClaw agent. It searches for companies, it scrapes contact information, qualifies the leads, writes personalized outreach, and sends follow-up automatically. It runs on a schedule, so every morning new qualified leads are already sitting in his CRM. Oh no. Okay, well, if you can see this link, this guy, same thing, lead generation, but he replaced a N8N workflow with 15 nodes and 8 integrations with an OpenClaw agent. I can't remember. It might be the same exact person. Nope, that's not working. All right, let's move on. All right, Ernesto Lopez replaced a $30,000 a month content agency with OpenClaw. So it's doing research, it's creating the content, it's publishing the posts, and customer support. The system researches trending topics, creates social media posts, generates images with captions, publishes across multiple platforms, and even handles customer support emails. This is one agent doing the work of an entire department, an entire $30,000 a month content agency. And he explains it in this article right here, step by step. So you can go through and copy his entire build here. Automated content pipelines. So these are content machines. This is going beyond just social media posts. This is analyzing content, writing scripts, producing videos, publishing everywhere. So Vibe Marketer connected OpenClaw to ArcAds and built a full video production pipeline. This agent studies the top performing videos, analyzes what hooks and formats work, pulls language from Reddit threads and product reviews, writes a full video script, and then sends it to a video generation pipeline. The creator only has to record audio, and everything else gets done automatically. And you can read about the whole content stack here on X in this article, OpenClaw plus ArcAds, the new content stack. So now let's talk about AI managing company operations. So this is agents integrated into company workflows, meetings, tasks, reports, automations, operations. At the company level, things get really interesting. Meeting transcripts can turn into tasks. Deadlines can get tracked across multiple meetings. Follow-up emails get written automatically, and reports are generated daily. One founder estimated that more than half of their production workflow could be automated. This founder ran 4 X accounts and YouTube Shorts entirely from a Mac Mini. On the meeting side, this guy's setup can process meeting transcripts automatically, extracting decisions and assigning tasks, drafting follow-up emails. The smart thing that he's doing is the cross-meeting tracking. Matt Berman listed this as one of his 21 daily use cases in this video. This guy's a really good follow. This is probably the best video on OpenClaw that's out there right now. Highly suggest you go watch this video in its entirety. If you're interested in setting up OpenClaw, I would watch this first. And you can see everything that he goes over in this video. But Matt Berman, great videos if you are interested in integrating AI and automation into your operations. Then there's Jason Calacanis. He's integrating OpenClaw agents across his entire company. That's Slack, Notion, Gmail, calendars. And the cool part about this is the agent runs a weekend cron job to research best practices and upgrade its own code. So it caught a bug in the production schedule before any actual person noticed. And Calacanis said that the top 2 people using these tools are worth 200 of the employees that don't. Let's get into the wildest setup. This is 10 agents running one system. Engineering, product monitoring, and operations. Actually, this is Banu Teja P's mission control. A squad of 10 autonomous OpenClaw agents led by Jarvis. They create work on their own, they claim tasks on their own, they talk with each other, they refute each other when necessary, they praise each other, they review each other's work, and they work 24/7 without any input from Banu. The agents even built their own monitoring dashboard. You can see that here. Banu said he'd need 100 humans just to review their output. This is the most advanced setup that I've seen. It's basically a small AI organization. I mean, this is crazy. They even run daily stand-ups. And this guy is running a business with 0 human employees and 14 AI OpenClaw bots. Oh, it's 14 now, so this is the most updated, actually. So I've showed you all the different sources and articles so that you know that I'm not BSing you. People are actually using these things to do real work. So let's go here. The tools are the same. The difference is the architecture. And look, this is a tool that everyone has access to for free. OpenClaw and its many variants have been out there. They're free. They're open source. You can do what you want with them. We all have access to them the same. The only thing that's not free, hosting, API fees, like I get that part. But we all have access to these tools. We have access to the same models, the same framework. The difference is how people design systems around it. Some people use AI like a chatbot, and other people are building operating systems for their businesses. And this goes down to things that I've talked about with people over and over again about the difference between people using these LLM wrappers, okay, and then using it as architecture. Look, AI agents are just changing what one person can do or build with a business. Once these systems are running, they do not stop. They operate day and night, which means that one person can suddenly build things that used to require entire teams. We're entering a world where solo builders can operate like a company. And many people are echoing this. I think Gary Vee is about to put out a book called The Individual Empire, and that's only going to be enabled by people who can use these tools effectively. OpenClaw is one of those tools that is making this possible. And honestly, this is just the very beginning. So, if you enjoyed this content, please drop a comment. Let me know if you have any questions about OpenClaw, best security practices, how you can get it set up. Can I put this on an old laptop? Do I need to buy a Mac Mini? Should I set it up on a VPS? Especially if you want this to run business operations, hey, look, go take a look at the articles that I pulled up and the posts from the people using it. Read through the whole thing. If you still have questions, please drop a comment and let me know. Happy to have a conversation. You can book a call with me on Calendly, on my LinkedIn profile. We can have a chat. I'm definitely open to it. I enjoy talking about this, so yeah, let me know what you think in the comments, and I hope everybody has a great day. Peace out.